Dope.
Committee member Beardley's here, and welcome to the Spark Show. Committee member Beardley's here, and welcome to the Spark Show, where we got comedy, news, and two forgettable digs.
With Sparks.
You've got tiny wrists.
Pike.
Hates French toast and your children.
And you, the committee.
Yo, what up, fucker?
Subscribe now and become a committee member. Let's rock.
That's what I'm talking about.
I mean, it's almost like we were bowling and we stepped on the fault line, you know? It's like, but then we got it was like, all right, you can go now, you know?
Yeah, I thought the same thing. That
You're
was
like,
just like that. Oh, yeah.
Let's compare this to bowling, you know?
I haven't bowled. Oh, man. What a fun time. Remember that? Remember bowling birthday parties as a kid?
Yeah.
Greasy ass fingers. Everybody eating pizza and also shoving our fingers in holes that thousands of other strangers have shoved their fingers in as well. Very. Imagine that today.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Good times. Good times. I'm surprised there hasn't been like a bowling outbreak. Like Ebola is spelled with a W, you know?
Ebola. Yeah. And hey, let's go spin the fucking Golden Tee video arcade game. Everybody give that a spin.
Yeah. Give that a spin, eat pizza, and then high five each other. I mean, that was. Oh, yeah. Unbelievable.
Surprised more people haven't died because of
from bowling. Yeah, it's a good point. Gilbert says, gotta love that COVID. LOL. Yeah, absolutely. All right. Well, welcome to the show. How's it going? That right there is Pike. He goes by Pike Taylor Radio on all social media. Jump on there and give him an old follow if you could. I'm at Sparks Radio on all social media. Jump on there. Sparks, Pike. This is a comedy news program. Are we going to do some comedy? Well, hopefully we already done some comedy for you. Our job is there. Our job is done now, Pike. Okay?
Yeah, the bowling alley bit was it. That was the best we can do. So
3 minutes into this motherfucker, and we have already done our jobs. And then we're going to get to some news. We call it the news that matters. We got another $100 code word going out the door. I got a huge bone to pick with YouTube. Going to be talking about that today. I'm not very happy with this whole thing. I've had to redesign something because of it. So we'll really talk about that. But first, Pike, let me ask you this.
Sure.
You think you could eat your own dog if you were hungry enough? And that's a tough one. That's a tough question.
Yeah. Well, the toughest part about it is I don't have a dog.
Oh.
Yeah.
You've had a dog though. I mean,
they've all died. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's
they've all died.
Yeah.
I know. So now that's just what I'm thinking about. So I guess you're right. It is a pretty tough question.
Tough question. When they say man's best friend, they're not kidding. I mean, dogs are like, man, they get you a certain place in your heart, you know?
I know. And we just live in an apartment, and I want one, and my wife, Jesus Christ, she wants one. But I hate the thought of having to, like, if we want to go back home, because now we live in a different state, travel is just infinitely harder if you got a pet, doing just things in general, and we live in an apartment. Granted, they have, like, a nice dog park in the pool area, so that would be just fine. I don't know. We saw one the other night, man. I was on Reddit, and there was one here in town that, you know, they post their picture, and it's like, this guy right here, Arnold or whatever his name was, he has till 8 p.m. tonight to get adopted, or we have to kill him.
Holy shit.
I know.
It's like the next Mission Impossible film. Oh, my God.
Who says? I hate it. I'm like, what? I would love to help here, but I mean, it just would be pretty inconvenient for my travel. But Jesus Christ, somebody adopted this dog.
Yeah, I know.
So,
wow.
Yeah. All that said, I think I could. I think I've eaten some weird things. I would adopt Arnold, and then I would eat him, just because it's better than nothing. It's better than getting euthanized for fucking no reason. At least he fed me. At least he circle of life it up at the end.
Yeah, that's like my fear. My fear is always eating some weird meat that you're not supposed to, and it being the best thing you've ever ate in your life. And then you're like haunted by it forever. You know, like you go to a restaurant and they're like, "Hey, you want the chef special?" And you're like, No, thanks. I'm not. It's on sale. And you're like, no. How much is your turkey club? They're like $4,000, but the chef special is $6. $6? Yeah. All right, give me the chef special. It's fine. I'm so hungry. I might as well just eat it. What is it? Oh, we'll tell you after you eat it. And you go and you eat it, and you're like, oh my God, this is the best thing I've ever had in my life. This is changing my life. This is better than any. I thought burgers, pizza, and ice cream was the greatest thing I've ever ate. No, it's this. Tell me, chef, what do you make your special out of? He's like, oh, I make my special out of customers who can't pay. You know, like one of these things. And you're like, what? He's like, oh yeah, you just ate human. And you're like, what the fuck? What is going on? And then at night, you have to think about what a monster you are because you love human. You love the taste of human flesh. And then it's like, I'll never have it again, but I could if I wanted to, you know?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's like a lot of things. It's like why a lot of guys are homophobic, because they're just really scared that if they took part, they might like it.
It might just be down.
Yeah. The human, I think, undeniably probably tastes pretty good. I mean, why would it? Like, why would it not?
Well, why would it taste really good? Hold on, I have to debate you on this one. Why are you automatically assuming that humans taste awesome?
Well, dude, all meat does.
No, it doesn't.
It's like a cow tastes arguably the most delicious thing in the world. Well,
cow
you
is
strip
really
a
good.
cow down, like rip its fucking skin off and cut it down to the bone. What's the difference? You're not going to be able to tell that in a human. Like, look at this.
Yeah,
we're meaty.
you can.
We got
You
great
can
meat
tell.
on us.
I can tell the difference between bison, venison, and beef. You can tell the difference between those three. And they're all not that different.
Well, they're all delicious is the thing. So, yeah, maybe you can tell the difference, but they're all delicious. And
Yeah, but just because it's meat doesn't mean I like it. You know what I mean? There's some meat that I don't like. I'm not a big fan of duck. Duck is too gamey for me. I'm not a duck fan. You like duck?
I don't know if I've had duck, but I can guarantee it I like it. Dude, I'll eat anything, any meat. And that's why I'm not ruling human out.
You'd eat human if you had to. Like, if you were on the island, forget the dog question. You'd eat a human?
If there was like a grill readily available, yes. And with some seasoning.
Wait a minute. So you're like, I'll eat human, but only if it has a garlic rub. There's no way I'm putting that filth in my mouth.
If it's a degree over medium rare, I am not touching that. There's no pink in the center. Waiter.
All right. You're officially the weirdest person I've ever met.
Thank you.
I know you
So you
always
wouldn't
say,
touch one.
No, I wouldn't eat human. Well, if I was dying, if it was like the Donner Party, you know, if it was a plane crash on a mountain, then yeah, if it was for me to survive and they were already dead, sure. But I don't know. I say that now, and I haven't been. Dude, I go like 6 hours without eating. I start thinking about murdering people. I'm like, you don't understand. This granola bar is saving all of your lives right now. You don't get it. Like, I get too hangry. Yeah, I am just like, it's a blood sugar thing, man. Some people, they need, their drugs to survive. If I don't get, I call them Belle Biv DeVoe bars, but if I think they're called Belvita. If I don't get my Belvita bar, that's my crack addiction. Better.
Which family member do you find yourself eyeing up the most?
Oh, I don't. It's because I like intravenously feed myself a steady diet of nuts and berries, like nonstop. Just seriously.
So who in your house right now would you eat first? I mean, be honest. Is it dad?
Is this your question?
No. I got another question.
Oh, okay.
No, I just on yours. Is it your dad? It's probably your dad.
I mean, you got to protect the women and children first, right? So.
Yeah, oldest living male. That's who goes.
Isn't that a shit? That's a shitty like societal norm, isn't it?
I know. Oh, imagine being on the Titanic and just getting told to get fucked because you're a man.
Yeah.
Sorry, bro. Well, can she sit on my lap? Or I mean, I can fit into small. No. Sorry, you got a dick.
Your balls have dropped? Yeah, well, hope they're like flotation devices and they just give you a boot off the edge.
All right, well, let me ask
Gilbert's
you
here. Gilbert's here. He says, looks like I woke up for a good one this morning. Yeah, Gilbert's up early. Thanks for being here, Gilbert. Absolutely.
Let me ask you this.
Yes,
sorry.
Please.
How did your high school crush end up as an adult? Do you know?
Ooh, that's a great question.
Thanks.
My high school crush. Well, I had a girlfriend in high school.
Yeah.
Is that my crush? Or is this like...
I don't think so.
No, it's different. So...
You could go with your girlfriend, though. Just...
I don't know. Like, I haven't talked to her in maybe... No, I almost said 20 years. 15 years?
Aging yourself. Yeah.
Probably 15 years I haven't talked to her. You know?
Do you have any clue what she's up to?
No, I think she's a doctor. In
Really?
all honesty, yeah. I'm pretty sure her life went, like, really well. And I'm in a basement.
She's watching right now. Every day she just gets off on watching this.
You know what, though? I don't think about her. I don't. I am madly in love with my wife, and she's a wonderful person. But I think about how I was at that time and how big of an idiot. And how different I am now from when I was then. And I almost feel like I should apologize to be like, wow, I think, and I wasn't like an asshole to her, but I was just kind of like an idiot, to like societal norms and that kind of stuff. And I guess societal norms have changed since then. But, yeah, I don't know. I was just really I had a narrow view of the planet and the narrow view of what I thought was the right and wrong way to go about it. For example, like, I remember going to her school or something. Maybe I can't remember what it was. And it was like, please stand for the schools. It wasn't the national anthem because it's a national thing. It was like,
I was going to say, were you kneeling for the anthem?
Yeah, I was kneeling for the anthem.
Before it was cool?
Yeah, way back when. No, it was like I went to her school and it was like, please stand for the school fight song, or do they stand for certain things for your school or some shit?
I would imagine you stand for the fight song.
Yeah, and I sat. She's like, stand up, and I was like, not my school. Like, what an asshole thing to say. Like, what was I doing? Why was I being a dick for no reason?
Dude, I'm like cringing thinking about you.
I know, and this is what keeps me up at night. And I just sit there and I'm like, what the fuck? Why was I being? What's wrong? And then eventually I stood up. But
oh, jeez.
The damage
all
was
her friends.
done.
Why is he sitting? Why is he still sitting? Not me, man. I got way too much school pride. I'm not standing up. Go fucking rebels.
It's just like, why would I be such an asshole for no reason, dude. No reason. Like just little things like that. And then there was a huge one that I still feel like can't believe it, you know? Her brother was gay, and this is when George Bush was in office, and I voted for the outlaw of gay marriage, which now I completely disagree with. Like 100,000. Yeah, because I thought here's what I was in my back then Catholic brain. This is what I was being pumped with. Yeah, it was marriage is a religious ceremony. It's not a civil thing. It shouldn't be yes, legally you have to do it because like of insurance and shit like that. But I thought if you were gay, it's a religious thing, and it should be like you should have a civil partnership. That way you could still visit your dying husband or wife in the ER, because right now, you know, they only let family in there, and if you're not married, you can't go. Like dumb shit like that I thought was stupid, but I thought marriage was a religious thing. So I was like, and then, you know, maybe like a year. So she was obviously very upset that I did that. I had to explain this, and she's like, I don't give a fuck, you idiot. You know, and I was like, maybe I'm wrong. And then I like the next year I was like, I'm totally wrong. I'm such an asshole. I'm so sorry. I didn't take it back. Take you back, please. I didn't, you know what I mean? I was like way overthinking it, and I was like, oh God, who cares? Who cares? Anyway, thanks for asking this question, Pike, because now I won't be able to sleep again for another month as I remember how big of an idiot I was.
Dude, I might be up thinking about you sitting for the fucking school fight song.
Two of my gravest errors in life right there. Like I just airing it out.
That's too funny.
The fucking internet. Yeah. I just think about it all the time, and I'm like, why? Why were you such a fucking idiot? Anyway, so there you have it.
How many times has she told that story, I wonder?
Oh, bro. Yeah. Oh, don't get me wrong. She fucked up sometimes too. Trust me. I'm not gonna air out her dirty laundry, but yeah, she did some real shitty shit. Yeah.
We could just spend the rest of the episode talking about.
Yeah, it's like a therapy
high
session
school.
in here. Right.
Yeah.
It's not bad. What about you? Your high school crush a doctor right now?
It's funny you say that, but my ex is a doctor, actually. Isn't that funny? And not like a little high school thing, but like, you know, dated for 8 years or something. So I very, very easily could have married a doctor. But that's okay.
What is up with these women finding morons like us? And you know what it is? It's a superiority thing. They thought they were better than us. You know what I mean? And they might have very well been, but at the same time, shame on them. That's a weird psychological thing for them.
It really is.
They were wanting to be like, I'm a doctor, and my boyfriend is kind of a piece of shit, and I need to fix him. You know, like one of these things.
The dumbest thing is that I was aware that she was going to be like, she was already a nurse, and it was going to be like the next step, and then yeah,
but it just goes to show
turns out.
Hey man, if you're not happy, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. All the money in the world can't make you happy like that.
Irrelevant. Yep.
Exactly.
So I think it was better for everybody involved.
Boy, I feel cleansed now. Do you feel better?
Oh, very.
I feel good.
Nice.
Yeah,
it was nice.
I feel good.
All right.
I'm sure your ex watches this. He's like, see, he was gonna eat a person. I'm glad I got rid of this guy. He's one garlic season away from becoming a cannibal. I don't want to.
And you know, women taste better than men. I'm sorry not to get back into this, but
Jesus
you know they're
Christ.
Men are just too. It's too tough. Thank you, Jesus.
Men are either too grizzly or they're too fatty. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? I feel like you want kind of like a marbled human. That would taste the best. All right, let's get off cannibalism. Let's talk about the show. It's a comedy news show. Like I said, we got a lot of things to get to. We got the Code word for $100. Giving that out today. Make sure you're going over to sparksradio.com/win. Before anything, if you could, hit the subscribe button. Pike, we got a bunch of new subscribers last night. I'm very excited. I think we're 9 away from 300. 9 away
Dang.
from 300. Yeah.
They said we couldn't do it. But look at us now.
They said we absolutely shouldn't. And every single time you hit subscribe button, you're sticking it to the man, and you're making our exes, our doctors. You're making the doctors. You're making the doctors regret their life choices. You understand? Good.
I'm sure they do. Yes.
Yeah, exactly. Gilbert says, you two get to sit in basements doing podcasts. The exes are in a clinic hospital dealing with COVID. I'll count that as a win for you. Hey, thanks, Gilbert. It's Mr. Silver Lining over there, and I like it. Absolutely. So, we talk about a lot of things here on the show, like subscribing to the YouTube channel. But I got a bone to pick with YouTube, Pike, because it is pissing me off. I got a strike against the YouTube channel yesterday.
Why is that?
Good question. It all goes back to Ash Trash Booty Cheeks. Remember when Mr. Number One Stunna wrote on our YouTube this amazing comment, right? Where he goes, that was Prime Burger King when we were talking about how bad Burger King is now. And he says, that was Prime Burger King. Now it's Ash Trash Booty Cheeks, right? Okay? He wrote that. It was an amazing comment. And we said anything bad here on the show is going to be called Ash Trash Booty Cheeks.
Of course.
Well, I created that graphic. And if you remember, the guy pops up here on like right here in the bottom, the middle of the screen, the bottom. And what happens is he says Ash Trash Booty Cheeks, but when he pops up, he's not wearing pants. He's wearing lady underwear, right?
Yeah, I remember that. That messed me up a little. I didn't like it. I mean, it was just a little I mean, honestly, a naked, just if he was completely naked, it would have been one thing. But the feminine pink panties, it was just like, ugh.
It's Ash Trash Booty Cheeks. It's not supposed to be a good thing, bro. It's supposed to be a little jarring. It's supposed to be like, oh, God, I don't like it either. You know what I mean? It's supposed to make you feel that Ash Trash Booty Cheeks. Well, either YouTube's algorithm flagged it or someone complained, okay? Because they said that I had graphic sexual content on my channel here, and I was not happy about it, and they took down the video, and they gave me a strike. 3 strikes, and they cancel your channel.
Oh, Jesus. Somebody reported it. And you know who it was some other rival podcast. Look, they were just waiting for us to take a misstep. And they finally got it.
Was it a misstep? It said it. First of all, there was no nudity on there. Okay, the guy was wearing underwear. Okay, and women are wearing thongs all over the place on YouTube. You can't tell me any different. Serious right now? Are these travel bloggers?
Oh yeah. Sound like an old man here, but like every Cardi B video.
Thank you.
Pretty much pornography.
Yeah, you got WAP, 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 WAP. What is it called? I don't know. You got that song playing. That song can play, but Ash Trash Booty Cheeks can't? Excuse me. That's a double standard, and I am calling sexism here. Okay, that's what I am. So a man can't wear a thong, but a woman can? What is that nonsense?
It's ridiculous. It's prehistoric. These guys, they gotta adjust their terms and conditions.
Exactly.
How ridiculous.
You know how long, by the way, I photoshopped that man's ass? I've spent so much time getting the fine details of that man's ass to blend with that underwear. It was as uncomfortable for me for hours as it was uncomfortable for you for less than 2 seconds. It was a 2-second graphic.
And you did a wonderful job. I mean, as terrible as it was to see, I can appreciate the details and the work you put into it.
Thank you, Pike.
Yeah.
So I went ahead and I fixed the graphic, okay, for Ash Trash Booty Cheeks. Now, when something is bad on the show, like the YouTube strike, go ahead, Pike, say the words YouTube strike.
YouTube strike.
Ugh, awful. Ash Trash Booty Cheeks.
All right, there you go.
Oh, he's got a big donkey on his ass.
That's right. I put a donkey in a trash can over the guy's ass. Now, if I get a strike for this, that's just a topless man at this point. If I get a strike for a topless man, what are we doing here? I'm going to broadcast the show with my shirt off next time. See if we get the third strike and just get taken down because of my beautiful nipples.
I think you should do that anyway.
No.
See those tiny nipples. You got
tiny.
You got tiny nipples, right? Didn't you say?
No,
Or you have big
dude.
nipples?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, those are big nipples.
I agree.
Big. They look irritated.
How big are your nipples, Pike? No.
Oh, very small.
The committee has spoken.
Wrong button. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. All right, so there you go. I fixed it. Ash Trash Booty Cheeks now has a trash can and a donkey over his ass. Is your wife looking at you because you said I have tiny nipples? So
yeah, she heard that. She probably heard all of this. She probably heard me. Probably heard us reminiscing about our exes.
yeah, well, whatever. Not in a good way. Let's get to the money here. This is it, man. This is the code word that you got to type in. SparksRadio.com/win. All you got to do is go on over to the website, SparksRadio.com/win, and type in the code word COME. Use it. This is the normal way of saying it, please.
What are you doing?
It's come. What?
Come.
Like
COME.
Yes, COME. There's nothing. I write sentences like every day. It's a different word in the sentence. So if you know yesterday's, then you're gonna have a clue as to what today's will be. It's just I'm not trying to be dirty or anything.
Sure. You want an example sentence?
Yeah, please. Yeah.
Sure. How about come on, Grandpa, don't come there.
Okay.
Ugh, awful. Ash Trash Booty Cheeks.
All right. All right. There you go. That
was it.
That's your code word. COME. COME. All right. There you have it. Type that in. SparksRadio.com/win. Hey, while we're at it, over on the YouTube channel, I don't know what the score is. Have you been paying attention to our song competition, Pike?
I haven't checked the score lately. No, it's got to be it's got to be heavily in my favor, right?
I mean, well, we wrote songs. Here's a sample of Pike's "You're a Dick."
There's Jared from Subway and serial killers too. There's dads who abandon their kids and weirdos who hold in their poop. But I think we can all agree who the biggest a-holes would be. It's these types of people who not every day you'll see. When you're at the grocery store and you put your sacks in the trunk, but you fail to do the part where you put your cart back in its bunk. You're a dick. You're a dick. You're a dick. You're a dick. You're so much of a dick that you make me sick. You're a dick, 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 dick.
All right, so there's a little sample of Pike's "You're a Dick" song. Remember, we had to write songs about returning a cart.
And like the best part was coming up, so just know that. It does have. I was thinking about it, who like the influences are in that kind of song, and it does have like Dr. Seuss vibes. Don't you think? I mean, in musical form.
I agree. I can hear a little Dr. Seuss in there. Yeah. My musical inspirations were sea shanties. So I wrote my song. It's called "The Cartman." And again, it's in the song competition. Once more I pull into the store to replenish my ingredients. It's a chore that I abhor. I asked for romaine, but all they had was kale. They didn't have what I needed, and the bread was stale. Then I go out to the lot and witness something gross. A man left his cart where he stood. The return, it wasn't close. Well, I was hungry, low blood glucose. So I punched him square in the dome, and now he's comatose. All right, there you go. That's my sea shanty.
I gotta ask, and be honest. Like, did you rip off the melody of a different sea shanty?
No, trust me, that is my own sea shanty.
You wrote that. You wrote
100%
that.
my sea shanty. Yes.
Now,
yes.
And is that you underneath it? Are you trying to do like a low harmony part, or
Yes.
is that you just talking underneath it?
No, that's me going low blood glucose like that underneath it.
Wow.
I'm glad you picked up on those layers, though. You know?
Oh yeah, I appreciate the fine.
Pull into the store to replenish my ingredients. It's a chore that I abhor. I mean, there you go. I mean, it's all about the layers, baby. I didn't hear any layers in your music at all. Did you harmonize with yourself at all? Did you even try, Pike?
I did not, but it was more like a spoken word kind of performance.
Yeah, I could tell with the whole, you're a dick.
Dick. Why would it be?
Why would it
Just
be?
such a careless schlub. Does the thought of leaving that car not give you a half a chub?
All right, so there's the songs. Make sure you go to youtube.com/SparksRadio. Vote on the song you think should win, because the loser is going to have to serve a punishment, and Jesus Christ, neither one of us wants to do that at all. And plus, we could rub it in the person's face for the rest of time. You know, that's what happens to winners. They're crowned winners.
Right, vote for me. Even if you hate the song, just for God's sake, vote for me.
All right, man, let's get to the news that matters, shall we?
Okay.
Yes, this is the news that matters. Yes, this is the news that matters.
Holy shit.
Pike, who do I love as a musician?
You like Tool, or specifically, I don't know, Maynard from Tool. You
Love Tool.
Zach De La Rocha, Tom Morello.
Yes, you're so close.
Yeah, David Bowie.
I mean, Bowie's good, but I wouldn't not like obsessed with him.
Okay.
What's another guy that I love?
You like Corey Taylor.
Corey Taylor's just fine, but I'm not obsessed with him. Who is another guy that I talk about on here? And you're like, really? You like him? I thought only old dads like this guy.
Oh, okay, I know who it is. First of all, you did tell me years ago that you purposely dress like Corey Taylor because you like him so much. Anyway.
No, it was Chino from Deftones, bro. Corey Taylor. Chino from Deftones.
I misheard you.
Deftones are top 5 favorite band, bro. I mean, come on.
Okay.
Chino is the most stylish rock star there is. I mean, period. There's no question about it.
Okay, that could be argued, but how about Bruce Springsteen?
That is it.
Yeah, okay.
Bruce Springsteen. You know, he's just in this Jeep commercial here on the Super Bowl. Did you see it?
You know, I didn't. That wasn't the part of the game where I stopped paying attention to commercials. I always come out like the first quarter. I'm like, ooh, here we go. Let's see what these advertisers have come up with. And then eventually I just get, drunk and full and stop paying attention.
Fair enough.
What was the commercial? Was it, I did read there was some controversy maybe?
No controversy. He basically said, hey, let's come together as Americans, meet in the middle.
People don't like that.
Yeah, exactly. So my point is, he was in this Jeep commercial. Well, he got hit with a DWI, bro. And now Jeep has pulled the commercial from their YouTube page. Jeep is not airing the commercial. They spent millions of dollars playing because it featured Bruce Springsteen. And he just got popped with a DWI. Now, here's the ridiculousness of it. I looked into what the DWI was because I love Bruce Springsteen. I think he's a wonderful man. Here's what happened. And tell me if you think he deserved it. Bruce Springsteen's on his motorcycle. He's in Jersey, right? Where he's born and raised. Fans are on the side of the road. Oh my God, you're Bruce Springsteen. Whoa! He's like, yeah, all right, I'll pull on over here. My motorbike turns off his vehicle, gets off his vehicle, starts signing autographs, taking selfies with people during a pandemic, Pike. I mean, how amazing is this guy? Come on. Then, you know what happens? Somebody offers him a shot of tequila.
Uh-oh.
What does Bruce Springsteen do?
Bottoms up?
Takes the shot, baby. Takes the shot of tequila. Then you know what he does? He goes, all right, I got to get going. See you guys. Gets back on his bike while police are watching this entire thing go down. They watch Bruce take a shot of tequila, then get back on his bike and drive away. They immediately pull over the boss and slap him with a DWI. That's what happened.
Okay, but he was drunk, so.
No, he's driving. Is it driving while intoxicated? Is that it?
Yeah,
driving
DUI,
under the influence,
basically.
Yeah, driving under the influence. I know it's because he had a shot. He had one shot of tequila. At least the article didn't go on to say that he blew like a certain blood level or whatever.
Well, you can have a shot if you're not over 0.08, and obviously he was. If he wasn't,
I don't
they would
think
say,
so.
"Okay, good day, sir."
It says Springsteen's blood alcohol content was 0.02, just a quarter of New Jersey's legal limit when he was arrested.
Something's missing here because that's not a crime.
Yeah, you cannot have. You can't. Whatever. I don't know.
Was he drinking it while he was driving? Because that's a crime.
Bruce Springsteen stopped, took pictures, then a fan offered him a shot, which he took, while sitting on his bike, which was stationary. All right, so he was sitting on the motorcycle while he pulled over on the side of the road. So he never got off the bike.
Okay, because that's really
sense.
dumb then.
Yeah,
that's
that
absurd.
Makes sense. I thought he got off the bike, and just because he had some alcohol, he got. But now it's a little more clear. This is what happens when you read a story 6 seconds before you have to go on.
Yeah, right. That's good. But this is like essentially an open container charge, which, like you're not supposed to have alcohol in a vehicle or in this case on a vehicle.
Yeah.
But Christ almighty, people need to know this because for the last day, all I've seen is people ripping Bruce Springsteen when in fact he was being somewhat responsible. I
mean, it's a motorcycle, so it's kind of like a moving chair. Right? I mean, that's what it is. It's kind of like you're just like, all right, bar stool, let's go to point B, kind of a thing. It's kind of it,
Just a really fast chair.
Yeah. Maybe he forgot he was on a motorized vehicle and he felt like he was just sitting around at a barbecue with all his friends for a second.
Whatever it was, that's just so dumb. It's so dumb that this is a headline. And
Thank you.
I don't get how we can call it a DWI.
Well, I mean,
that just does to me.
Yeah. I guess, he took a shot while he was on a I don't know, man. It's all very hairy. I don't know.
Oh, it's hairy as hell.
It's not. Should he have lost his Super Bowl ad spot? Should they have pulled it? No. But no, the damage is already done. Bruce Springsteen, DWI. There's no nuance anymore. What he did was wrong, yes. Don't drink alcohol while on a motorcycle. I think we can agree on that.
Take one step away from the motorcycle. Then you're totally fine and within the bounds of the law. Yes.
Swing your leg. Just swing one leg over the other side.
Hover your ass just ever so slightly.
Practice doing a squat above your motorcycle. Legally, you're fine. It's only once that cheek touches the seat that no! How dare you? It's really where the placement of the butt cheeks are.
Absolutely.
Actually, that's like most of the law.
Yeah. Imagine these two jabroni cops with their binoculars out. Is that ass cheek on the seat? Johnson, come here. Check this out. Is that ass cheek? And flick the lights on and...
yeah.
Stupid.
I know.
Oh, that's wildly dumb. They obviously hate Bruce Springsteen, too, because if you were a fan at all, Jesus Christ.
I mean, how do you... I don't know, man. This all seems like... It seems like... Gilbert says, I need to see some video. Did he turn off the bike? Shouldn't be considered... then it shouldn't be considered open container. I don't know, dude. Because if you have alcohol and you're sitting in your car and you're drinking it, that's illegal, too, right? You can't do that.
Yeah,
even if the car's not on.
Yeah, you can get a DUI if you're in the car. The keys aren't even in there.
Right.
You can get a DUI in a parked car.
If you're in the
My buddy
driver's
passed
seat.
it. In the driver's seat, yes.
Yeah.
Or, who knows? I don't know. You might just have to be in the vehicle. I'm not sure.
Gilbert
but
says...
I know my buddy passed out in a car one time and got a DUI.
in the driver's seat?
Yeah. Yeah.
And he didn't drive anywhere?
Nope. He was just sleeping.
I think there should be degrees of DWIs. It shouldn't just be, it's almost like murder. There should be various levels of severity. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. I agree, because he had no intention of driving. He just needed a place to sleep.
Yeah. And if he would have slept on the other side of the console, he probably would have been fine.
Dude, I passed out in a run. This is so dumb. But I was at a bar, and my phone was dying. And so I kept having to go to my car and charge my phone. And this was the time where I was like single, and you really had to have your phone on you if you wanted the night to end how you wanted it to. So I went to my car, and I'm so fucking wasted. I thought, you know what? It's winter in Minnesota. So I'm like, instead of walking out to this parking lot, why don't I just pull my car up right next to the front door of the bar? And then I'll be nice and close. So I pulled it up right to the front of the door on the curb. And fucking charging my phone, I passed out.
Oh my God.
Car's running. I'm in the driver's seat. And now, all of a sudden, I hear a pounding on my window, like, doo, 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 doo. And I'm like, huh? And I look, and it's a security guard. And he's like, get the fuck out of here. What are you doing? And I'm like, I'm just charging my phone. He's like, it's 2:30. The bar's closed. So everybody's gone. And I'm just in a running vehicle.
Oh my God, you're a DWI waiting to happen.
I know that. How did I not get one? It's a miracle. So I drove 20 feet, just to move my car. It was so dumb. So I parked it and got a ride, and that was dumb.
That was dumb.
That was a dumb thing to do.
And like Gilbert says here, we can all agree that DWI was ass trash booty cheeks. And Pike, you doing that in your car was ass trash booty cheeks.
Ugh, awful. Ass trash booty cheeks.
Yeah!
Hell yeah, it was.
It's the first time we've used it correctly. And it makes me very, very happy. All right, well, there you go.
I'm finished. This is a guy. Okay, so this guy has an uncle who is a rock guy, like loved Slayer and fucking the Stones, and he died, this uncle. So in order to pay tribute, there's a guy who goes by the name Prince Midnight. He wanted to pay homage to his dead uncle. So here's the crazy part. His uncle died 20 years ago. They refused to cremate his body. They just had his freaking, skeleton, basically, just sitting there. So he finally realized, you know what I should do? I should turn my uncle's skeleton into a guitar. And so he did. So this guy used his uncle's spine and rib cage and pelvis, that portion of the body. And he made that the body of the guitar and actually did it. And he said it plays great. Now his uncle can shred for all eternity.
That's pretty amazing, actually. I think that is...
You're a fan?
I don't know if I would say I'm a fan. I think it's kind of incredible. It's kind of weird, though, because usually the weird uncle is the one who's playing with the nephew.
What do you mean, like molesting him?
I'm saying now it's the other way around. Maybe it was redemption for this guy. Maybe he's like, yeah, you know what? Like that.
Yeah.
Actually, that's a pretty metal-ass guitar, if you think about it. I made this guitar from the bones of my ancestors, Whoa.
Dude, it's fucking disgusting. It'd be one thing if you cremated him, and they can do anything with ashes, the remains. You can make a stone out of it or a statue, but you could even make that into a guitar, like the paint or something. The finish has the ash, but this is like a full-on skeleton. You got to sit there and hold your uncle's skeleton, which is ridiculous.
Yeah, he could have put the ashes in the paint of the guitar and been fine.
Exactly.
Yeah, but now it's a skeleton guitar, and that's pretty metal. I don't know if it gets any more metal than that.
I don't know.
His uncle doesn't care. His uncle's dead. His uncle's been dead. The weird part is you meddling with his bones, that's the weird part.
And that you just had his bones for 20 years.
Yeah, what that part of the story kind of freaked me out. So what? They just let him decompose in the basement? Like, what's going on?
I don't know about that part. And it's his uncle. I guess everybody has different relationships with different family members, but I can't imagine I would ever be responsible for my uncle's skeleton. That would be weird.
Weird.
Yeah, man.
Huh.
What do you want me to turn your skeleton into when you go?
Oh, I was thinking, I think I should be buried, but like, I saw that they turn people into moss or a tree or something. Like by 3 generations, you're forgotten about in the world, okay? Unless you're like super amazing or super evil. Let's be honest, not really in either of those categories. So I think a place where my kids can go and visit, me, even though I don't know, whatever. You got your memories. That's what I got, and the values that I've instilled in you. That's my legacy I've passed down, right? So I think I would like a tree or something. Plant my dead body. Don't put me in a box with metal. Don't pollute the planet. Put me in like a biodegradable cardboard and shove me near a tree so I can fertilize that tree. And then, I can feed some squirrels or something.
Hey, I like that.
Yeah. Use my body as nutrients. Return myself to the ether and the essence that is the universe. That's fine. We're all stardust anyway, right?
Something like that.
Yeah. A momentary collection of cosmic energy. That's all I am.
I've never heard it put like that. Man, what a miracle.
What a miracle. How do you want to be buried?
Yeah.
No, you want to be cremated. You already said that, right?
I want to be stuffed by my uncle.
Damn it, why am I laughing over that? Shit, that was the perfect time I
horrible
heard
thing
that.
to laugh at. Yeah, that's right. You want me to say it again?
No.
No. But that would have been a great I heard that. But you're cackling ass.
God, I ruined it.
All over it.
Want to be stuffed by my uncle. Yeah.
No, that's what I would prefer. Put on display at his home.
Like a giant bear? Like a stuffed animal toy on the shelf?
Essentially. And I'm not even that close with my I have one uncle, and I'm not even that close with him. But I think it would be funny that he has the burden of having to have my stuffed body in his place.
You ever see that guy who, like, his wife died? Maybe it was his daughter. It was really weird. He had her, like, taxidermied.
Yeah.
And, like, wheeled her around in a wheelchair and, like, brought her around. I was like, this guy, that's going to be your uncle, bro. Like, that's going to be him now.
Yeah.
He's going to be using you to get in the carpool lane and, all that stuff.
Good for him. He's a trucker too, so he can take me on long truck rides. Somebody to talk to.
I like how you essentially become Wilson.
Yeah, the
You're
volleyball, basically.
Wilson for truck drivers. That's amazing. Hey, that's a long road there through Iowa. You want to borrow my nephew? Yeah, okay. Oh, God.
Yeah, now I'm thinking of the horrible things these truckers are going to probably attempt.
That's not what I meant.
Huh?
Oh.
Hey, $20, I'll let you borrow my dead nephew.
Oh, my God.
Ugh, awful. Ash trash booty cheeks.
All right, that's it for the show. I think we've definitely hit the limit here. Make sure if you liked it, you jump in on our Patreon, right? We got 3 levels of the Patreon. $1 a month. Come on. Anyone can afford $1 a month. It's ridiculous. $3 a month gets you the Project Payhem member, which we do large public practical jokes. And then $5 a month gets you for the member of the special committee. So jump on there.
Patreon.com/SparksRadio.
That's right. And you, my friend, will get these sick-ass stickers that I'm mailing out. I got more people on the Patreon giving me their address, so I'm doing that. You got all 3 levels right here. Elevated member, You've got remember the special committee, like that. And then you got Project Payham. You're going to get these special stickers. And also, read what each tier gets you. A lot of cool shit. But it starts at $1 a month. I mean, that's
just so cheap. It's just a minimal amount of money.
It's a dumb amount of money. It really doesn't make sense. Basically, what you're doing is over the course of a year, you're paying for the sticker printing, the mailing, and the ink that it took for me to print on the paper itself. So there you go. That's it for the show. Make sure you're following Pike at Pike Taylor Radio on all social media. He's a great guy. No matter what he thinks about human flesh. I am at Sparks Radio on all social media. Give me a follow. And don't forget to hit subscribe and vote on our songs, as tomorrow we will announce the victor of our song competition. Will it be You're a Dick by Pike or The Cartman by myself? The one with the most likes wins, and the loser will have to serve a punishment, which we will discuss next week. That's it for the show. Any last words, Pike, before we go?
All right, guys.
So it's over, motherfuckers.